everybody. So today I am here with my first FNAF game theory. So hear me out on this. William Afton died before he was spring-trapped. Now you're probably thinking, well, we were there, we saw it, he was spring-trapped. But how do we know perfectly well that he was spring-trapped? I mean, sure, we saw red stuff and it looked a lot like blood, but it was never defined that this was blood. Before you go click off this video saying it's just such a stupid theory, remember, it is just a theory. It is meant to be questioned, and it is meant to be questioned over and over again. It's meant to make you ask questions like, well, how could this be this? So that's why it's called a theory. So hear me out before you decide to hate on this theory. Well, first of all, there's the fact that when William Afton was being chased by the ghosts of children that were the children that he had killed, he was able to see and hear them. We are not sure if he was able to see them because he could have just been seeing things or just heard them coming up behind him. But nevertheless, he was scared by them and ran into a strange but little I'm losing my thought track, into a machine that he had made himself. But let me ask you something. How did he accidentally kill himself in a device that was made by him? This was a big aha moment for me because I was like, wait a minute. He built this animatronic. So, how did he not know that was going to kill him? Well, here is our theory for today. So he died before he ever went into the costume. Now, but the fact that he was able to get in it and move in this costume leads me to believe he was spring-trapped. But he wasn't spring-trapped then. He was spring-trapped before all of this happened. So, I think that it is highly possible that this happened. That he was spring-trapped before he went into the suit. Because you have to admit, even when he went into the suit for the first time, he recovered admirably fast and figured out how to move in this new machine that he had just got into very quickly. He learned how to still kill children in it. Well, in most of the AUs anyway. But that means that he must have already been able to fully functionally move in there. So, if he recovered so fast, then it is likely he's probably died in that suit before any of this happened, before the crying children. But now you're thinking, okay, well, if he died, let's just say he had died, how was he able to still kill children and still interact with everybody in the FNAF pizza place and Circus Baby's Pizza World? Well, Five Nights at Freddy's Circus Baby Pizza World. That's not the point. He was still, I believe he was a half spirit. This is a spirit that had gone into the world. But since he technically hadn't been supposed to die yet, he wasn't fully welcomed. And what I mean by that is that he went into wherever you go after you die. I'm not going to be specific religious person here. But, and after that, it just wasn't his time yet. He wasn't supposed to die yet. He was supposed to live for a long while after that. So, he came back as a half-spirit, so able to interact with the world, but he was also dead in that manner. So, that is my theory, but I have more information. You can click out of the video now if you don't want to hear me ramble on for a little longer, because that is pretty much my main point, but I will continue on this theory. Now, if he had died as a half-spirit, he would have been able to interact with these children. But after the night fogging, well, it was still his suit. How did he get spring-trapped? Well, my belief is suicide. And before you say William Afton wouldn't commit suicide, he was happy killing children. He didn't want to experience hell before he actually had to. Wow. Okay, so William Afton was one of the last ones to die in the family. So I believe that the death of his children just really hurt him. And he just couldn't go on living like that anymore. He thought, I'm just gonna end the world, and I'm gonna build an animatronic that will kill me, and I'll go in there and kill myself in it. After that, he was fully functional, and when the children came after him, he was able to escape into that suit and live on. That is my own belief. You can criticize this theory however you want, but I think that is really what happened with William Afton. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow. And I love you all. And don't forget that tomorrow I am doing a Roblox live stream from 4 o'clock to 4:30 on Discord. Great day.